The opening ceremony of Ganja European Youth Capital project took place this week. It was said that the selection of Ganja as the European Youth Capital was one of the important projects and an honor for Azerbaijan.
In 2013, at the meeting of the European Youth Forum in the Greek city of Thessaloniki, Ganja was elected as European Youth Capital 2016. For the first time, Azerbaijan joined the network of the European Youth Capitals. Thus, by the example of Ganja, Europeans will once more witness Azerbaijan's history and culture, multicultural traditions, tolerance and modern development. Prior to the opening ceremony of Ganja European Youth Capital 2016, the event participants visited the monument to the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev. Then the participants got acquainted with Heydar Aliyev Center in Ganja. The guests were given detailed information about the life and activities of the nationwide leader. Welcoming the participants of the event, head of Ganja Executive Power Elmar Valiyev said the significant event was the result of the successful youth policy pursued in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan President's AD for Public and Political Affairs, Ali Hassanov, read out the letter of congratulations of the head of state. In the letter, the head of state delivered his congratulations to the Azerbaijani youth. The letter underlines the importance of the fact that the city of Ganja, bringing together antiquity and modernity and developing rapidly, was elected as the European Youth Capital, stresses significant role of the youth policy pursued in Azerbaijan. Ali Hassanov said the election of Ganja as the European Youth Capital was one of the important projects. He said that it was an honor for our country and youth. Ali Hassanov underlined that Azerbaijan's youth policy, founded by the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev and successfully continued today, was an example even to the developed countries. The funds allocated by the state to the youth policy, work done, programs and projects implemented, serve comprehensive development of our youth. No event in the world, as well as in Europe, is held without our country's participation. High-level participation of the Azerbaijani youth in these events resulted in the declaration of Ganja as the youth capital. Ganja is also a youth city in terms of the number of population. 28% of the world population, 21% of the European population, 29% of the Azerbaijan's population is aged 14-29, while in Ganja, this figure is 30%. He added that more than 250 events will be realized in Ganja as a part of the project. Azerbaijan President's AD for Public and Political Affairs also said that over the past 20 years, Azerbaijan had become a multicultural center of the post-Soviet area and South Caucasus. Ganja is the first city in the CIS and among the non-EU member states to gain this status, said Minister of Youth and Sports Azad Rahimov, adding that our youth was represented in more than 30 international youth organizations. Dozens of international events are held in our country every year. International relations in the area of youth are developing year after year. Currently, there are more than 350 youth organizations in the country. The Youth Fund has supported over 3,200 projects up to now. The minister expresses confidence that as a result of the project, Ganja will become a real discovery for the Europeans. Azerbaijan is indeed a house of Europe, said member of the management board of the European Youth Forum, Laura Todorova. She said that there were all necessary conditions to discuss various issues, hold open debates. Noting that great importance was attached to education and culture in Ganja, the guest spoke about productive meetings and various events held here. Executive Director of the Network of the European Youth Capitals, Andras Farkas, also characterized the project as the indicator of close relations between Azerbaijan and Europe. He expressed his confidence that the project will be important in terms of attracting investments to Ganja. UN Resident Coordinator in Azerbaijan, Ghulam Sakzaye, said the project was a splendid example of youth activeness in Azerbaijan. He said it was important to hold such youth-related events in the regions. Ghulam Sakzaye underlined that it was a pride for Ganja to have this status. Vice Mayor of Braga City, Maria do Sameiro Macedo Araujo, called on the youth to be active in such events. Governor of Eskişehir, Azim Tunar Güngör, said it was an honor for him to be in the hometown of the great poet Nizami Gencevi, stressed the importance of the declaration of Ganja as the youth capital. Chairman of the Advisory Council on Youth of the Council of Europe, Marko Grdosic, also said that Ganja was one of the cities supporting the youth. He said this project would lead to the realization of the idea of the youth. He underlined that Ganja had changed a lot, developed after his visit 2 years ago. Chairman of Ganja 2016, European Youth Capital Public Union, Elmir Valiyev, believes that this success is the victory of the Azerbaijani youth. Then Youth House was opened. The building, which construction was started in 2013, has 50 rooms. Music club, table games room, table tennis room, billiard room, fitness club, e-library, assembly hall, club of young intellectuals, exhibition hall, weaving and sewing circles will be available here. In other words, it has all opportunities to arrange leisure time of the youth, deepen their knowledge, intellect and professional skills. Opening of such centers in Azerbaijan regions is the result of the youth policy covering the entire republic. Afterwards, the guests get acquainted with the ancient Ganja exhibition at Javad Khan Street. Interesting exhibits on the history of the city are on display here. The buildings on Javad Khan Street are decorated with the carpets and pictures depicting 4,000-year-old history of Ganja. Kilagayı, lamps, chests, pottery samples, samovars, salvers, spinning wheel, welcomes and other old household stuff are a proof of antiquity of Azerbaijan's history. The performances of dance ensemble of Ganja State Philharmonia, Azerin Dance Group of Children's Creative Center, Zohrab Rhythm Group of Children's Art School added a special hue to the event. The play of the football gymnasium was also screened. Exhibition of handicrafts drew the attention of the guests. They viewed the samples of copper smithy, basket making and wood carving and participated in the production process. Afterwards, they tasted delicacies of Ganja with samovar tea. Performances of Gogol song and dance ensemble of Ganja State Philharmonia presented them unforgettable moments. In front of Kepes Hotel, there are 5 tents till Nizami Ganjavi monument. In front of each one, a literary and artistic composition based on Khamsaplot was played. This sparked the interest of the works of Nizami Ganjavi, who made great contributions to the world literature. Selection of Ganja as the youth capital of Europe is the result of the role and position of Azerbaijan in the world. The residents of Ganja are proud of selection of Ganja as the youth capital of Europe in 2016. Then the opening ceremony of Ganja 2016 European Youth Capital Public Union took place. Those and 2016 balloons were released to the air. All conditions are established for successful implementation of the project. The guests also visited Ganja Chai Park Boulevard Complex. This recreational center was specially decorated for guests. Painting exhibition of children's art and fine art schools, as well as exhibition of paintings by universities and high school teachers and students were met with great interest. Dances of children raised the festivity mood. In pavilions installed in the Park Boulevard, the samples of Ganja cuisine were presented to the guests. The guests also visited Ganja 2016 European Youth Capital Park and viewed an interesting literary and artistic composition. Live performance of military orchestra, potpourri consisting of Azerbaijan and foreign music, flash mob of Ganja Music College made the event more colorful. Exemplary performances of military drew interest of the guests. They displayed the might and battle proficiency of the Azerbaijan's army. Within the framework of Ganja 2016 European Youth Capital, concert organized in the main square of the city drew great interest. The concert displayed the richness of Azerbaijani culture. Thanks to the magic of the music, guests experienced unforgettable moments. National and folk music performances were met with applauses. In general, the events held within the framework of Ganja 2016 European Youth Capital are integral parts of works aimed at advocacy of Azerbaijan, which is famous in the world with its multicultural values, tolerant environment and ancient traditions.